The Drive is the Kootenay's best rock. CHDR 102.9 Cranbrook, Kimberley. CJDR 99.1 Fernie Sparwood. We are a division of the Jim Pattison Broadcast Group. And now, Drive News.
It's minus 19 in the Elk Valley, minus 16 in Cranbrook. I'm Jeff Johnson with your 7 o'clock news from Martech, Stillwater Excavating, and McDonald's. The BC Coroners Service has confirmed the identity of the man who died while backcountry skiing near Kimberley over the weekend. 50-year-old Robert Fuller was from Kimberley. He died following an avalanche in the Meachan Creek area on February 28th. Fuller was part of a backcountry skiing party that was walking along a ridge on the Snowcrest Mountain when it gave way. He fell 700 meters and was later found dead by the 2 other skiers in his group. Search and rescue crews were able to recover Fuller's body by helicopter. His family has been notified of his death. The NDP for the Kootenay-Columbia riding have nominated their candidate for the upcoming federal election. Former Cranbrook Mayor Wayne Stetski is back in the political spotlight. Stetski feels his experience both with municipal politics and with political issues on a federal level will help him in the election campaign to come.
I think the combination of municipal experience, which helps understand what are important to people, right here at home on a day-to-day basis, and my role as I'm regional manager with Ministry of Environment, where I was responsible for fish and wildlife, provincial parks, and ecosystems. So I'm very familiar with what makes this region a very special place to live, and I intend to protect those values.
A nomination meeting for the Kootenay-Columbia NDP will be held at the Manual Training Center Sunday, March 15th. Members of the NDP locally will get a chance to meet their new candidate through this meeting. BC's Minister of Energy and Mines, Bill Bennett, signed a cooperation agreement with Chile with regard to buying LNG in the province, as FortisBC already produces the gas. Bennett is meeting with potential investors at the Prospectors and Developers Association of Canada convention in Toronto, Ontario. He says representatives from a Cranbrook-based exploration company are also at the conference, which is pretty cool.
Eagle Plains Resources is here. They're a small mining exploration company that's been around for several years. Tim Termundi and his father, Bob Termundi, started this company years ago, and they have invested a lot of money, created a lot of jobs in the East Kootenay over the years, and they're being very successful here at the show. We've run into them, and I think it's pretty neat, actually, to have a local company here doing so well.
Last year, more than 25,000 investors, analysts, mining executives, geologists, government officials, students, and international delegations attended what has become the world's largest mining conference. The College of the Rockies haul truck simulators will get a nice update thanks to $350,000 from the federal government. With the funding, the college can purchase software that will convert them into heavy equipment operator simulators, so students can train for the heavy construction industry. College President David Walls says there's a few benefits to training students in a simulator.
It's easier for them to make some of the mistakes on the simulators. It's a little less expensive. They can crash a simulator without incurring significant costs.
The funding is coming from the Western Economic Diversification Program. And the startling honeybee die-off in North America is getting more attention, but nobody's quite sure what's causing it. University of British Columbia biochemistry professor Dr. Leonard Foster says his team at Genome BC has been looking into it for a while, but it will be some time until an answer is found.
Once we understand what the causes are, there's also a lot of efforts to going towards trying to solve those problems without resorting back to the use of harsh chemicals to try and control the diseases. So there is a lot of hope, but it's also a fairly slow process.
Foster will be speaking at the College of the Rockies tonight for an event called What's the Buzz in Bee Biology at the main campus lecture theater starting at 5:30. Sports is for Urban Root Salon and Spa, Royal LePage East Kootenay Realty, and ABC Country Restaurant. The Kimberley Dynamires entertain the Fernie Ghost Riders tonight in the Bavarian City, looking to reclaim the series lead. We're 2 games in, and both teams have won a game apiece. Nitro's forward Braden Soretsky leads the team in playoff scoring and says the guys need to keep the hammer down with the lead.
If we get up, we can't take it easy. Like tonight we had a 2-1 lead, and we wanted it easy, and they took over, and they capitalized on their chances, and that's all we need to do next game is, I guess, take it to them.
Face-off in Kimberley tonight is at 7. The Alicia Bushy Curling Rink from Kimberley is off to Vancouver Island for the Girls Juvenile Curling Championship. The Kimberley rink opens against a Kelowna team at 9:30 in the morning on Friday, and skip Alicia Bushy says her team is really close because they've known each other for a long time.
I think because we know each other so well and we know how each other plays and kind of our strengths and weaknesses, I think that is definitely going to play a factor and help us there. And just so we get along so good, and we've been friends, since we were little kids.
The Bushy rink claimed a silver medal at the BC Girls High School Curling Championship in Creston recently, and Alicia Bushy says that result gave her team a great boost of confidence. And the drive weather is for Mountain Man Outdoors. Get prepared for the great outdoors with quality brand name gear for hunting, fishing, camping, and hiking. Mountain Man Outdoors, your wilderness connection in downtown Cranbrook. Today, sunny with a high of +1. Overnight, clear, a low of -11. Thursday, sunny with some cloudy periods, high of +3. Then over the weekend, sunny with highs around 11. Right now, it's -19 in the Elk Valley, -16 in Cranbrook. I'm Jeff Johnson.
Matt and Joe in the morning.
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Exclusive to the Kootenay's best rock.
The Drive.